And what is going on, everybody out there? All of you beauts and beauties, it is episode number 100, Rob, of Hat Trick Hockey, which is always brought to you by our good friends over at GL Heritage, the official beer of Hat Trick Hockey. If you like the swag here that I'm rocking, hat, stuff like that, smash the link on the post there. It'll bring you right into our merch store for all your sweet HTH merch. I'll bring in Rob, fucking 100 episodes, dude. What the fuck?
We're really doing this, Harry.
What is going on right now? 100 miles of the gallon on this little hog here, right? Like, holy shit, we did it, dude.
Saddle up, partner.
Holy shit. What's up, man?
Not much. Well, 100 episodes, eh?
That's 100 eppies.
That's a far cry from where we thought we'd end up being, right? I want to say to everybody, like, thank you for all your support. The stuff that we sell too, it just helps us do more content. We don't make no money off this. We just have a good time doing it. So it's awesome. Like we get a lot of pride in seeing people wearing our stuff. So if you like the show and you want to sponsor the show, just keep buying the merch. Like it's awesome to see. We love it.
We're gonna have some golf content coming out soon, hopefully for the boys here. So
right, and we want to sponsor a 73 shirt. We want to sponsor golf, like and what we're talking about, like it would be awesome if we could afford to sponsor a shirt on every team. You know, like so. Yeah,
we're gonna do whatever we can.
That's what it's all about. We don't make no money off it. So
this is just to make it a little better of like viewing experience for all the listeners.
For sure.
Right.
Well, we have to pay for the Spotify and all the podcasts.
Yeah, we got it. But
licensings for Zoom. And
I love doing this. So
I wouldn't. I love doing it too.
So what have you been up to? You been hitting the links or what?
No, I haven't. I started playing baseball.
You're back playing again?
Yep.
Okay, so Carmen Matthews just messaged me. He's like, "Is Rob playing ball this year?" I'm like, I don't know. He hasn't said anything about playing, so I'm going to assume no. So now you're saying yes. So now I should text him because he was asking if you wanted to play Harrow Fest.
Oh, okay.
So you should get a hold of Carmen.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have his number. I think I got him on Facebook though.
I'll send you his number.
Perfect.
I'll send you his number either way. But yeah, he was asking. I didn't know you were back playing. So how's it going?
Yeah, well, fuck, I haven't swung a bat and through all the COVID and all that stuff. I was all done. After Dad passed away, we shut the team down. Sean Obi took it over, and I didn't go back. I just started playing golf, and it was kind of very relaxing, not taking care of a team because there's a lot of people that do know how it works and a lot of people that don't know how it works. And those fuckers that don't call and don't show up have never run a team.
I know how it is. I did it for 14 years in Kingsville.
But like, just to make a quick little phone call, like, when the coach sends I need a head count. If you're in or out, all you have to do is put in. Even if you don't put out, as long as you put that you're in. Well, next thing you know, guys start showing up. Our coach has to grab other guys from other teams, and it's just a big clusterfuck, like just use your head and fucking have some decency and call, So, but other than that, I'm hitting okay. And bones, and I don't run as hard as I used to, but I got back in the outfield. Boy. I was kind of enjoying that. What's that?
Where are you playing?
And McGregor in that pickup league. There's 5 teams. So
so you're playing that Sunday morning league.
Yeah.
That's nice, a good one, maybe.
10 minutes from my house.
I heard just a bunch of beauties playing.
Oh, it is. It's all great people. Like, it's a lot of fun.
I'm glad you're back playing though, man.
Yeah, me too. I needed to get out and run some of this fucking.
Is that ran by Derek Dufour? I want to say.
Yeah, and Jimmy Malosh, I think.
Doof's a beauty. I love
beauties.
Doof. So I play hockey with Doof. He's a fucking fantastic hockey player.
Is he?
He's really good. It seems like he doesn't get tired. Like he could just skate and skate. And
he's a farm animal
and he's a beast. So Doof's a beauty too. So that's good that you're back playing though, man. I've been kind of going the opposite way. I've been playing a lot of fucking golf as of late.
Yeah, that's good.
It's just, but it's been fun, man. I'm enjoying it. It's fucking, I'm out with, a few buddies, and I've played Dominion, Bellevue a couple times. I've played Roseland. Kind of going on tour a little bit, but I kind of want to hit a few of the spots that I haven't played before. So Kingsville, I guess I've never played Kingsville, but everybody
We'll play Kingsville the end of the year.
Yeah, everybody says it's super nice, but I just don't think I'm good enough to play Kingsville.
Wow, it's like $180 fucking dollars to play it.
That's crazy. So, but now coming up, not this weekend coming, but next weekend. So we got the old hockey fucking little shindig for us winning the ship. So we got the mug freaking coming back to us for another shindig. So we're going to play golf and have dinner and all that stuff as a team. So imagine there might be a few beers thrown down that day. So that's going down on the 3rd.
Where are you doing that?
We're playing Seven Lakes, and then we're going to our friend's house there, Pat, that lives like right near Seven Lakes. He's got a sick spot. So
that's what, July 3rd?
Yeah, July 3rd.
So that's on a Sunday?
Yeah, we're going on a Sunday. Yeah, because a lot of the guys could only do the Sunday. So we're going to start early. So everybody should be hammered at home with their wives by 9 o'clock.
Fucking right? Monday off.
No, the like holidays, the like Friday. It's not the Monday.
Oh, yeah.
So I lucked out. I'm on shutdown that week. So doesn't matter.
You guys are always on shutdown.
Doesn't matter for me. Yeah, we just got announced that we got another week off coming up now.
Yeah.
So now we're officially probably not going back till like July 11th. Dude,
did you see this?
Yes, I did see that. So I noticed that before we went on. So you said Jack made that.
Yeah, your nephew Jack Andraka crushed it. He burnt it like with a torch too, like to put the finish on it, and then put a couple clear coats on it. But gave it to me on Father's Day, or the day after Father's Day. Sorry, because
Monday.
Yeah, because he wanted to show Grandpa and
it looks good, man.
Yeah. As soon as I get this fucking burnt out light fixed.
So literally like 2 minutes before we were going on the air, this light fucking craps out at Rob's. Just boom, gone.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. So Rob, should we get into the hockey or what, buddy?
Yeah, let's go.
So Stanley Cup Finals, Game 3. Lightning looked like the Tampa Bay Lightning. 6-2 win. All the fucking big boys are scoring too. They're saying Kadri's also back for Game 4. He had surgery, eh?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
He had thumb surgery, so he's coming back on 2 weeks. What did I say though? I'm like, he's coming back. There's no way that he's gonna sit out the fucking finals. They're gonna.
$100 says Perry fucking wraps his fucking stick around Kadri's thumb.
Or they're all going to be slashing at him, eh?
Well, and those pigeons out there that all thought Tampa was going to go down fucking 4 straight. You're idiots.
Yeah. Vasilevsky was himself. There was some nice fucking goals in that game too.
Man. Yeah. But even the game before that, when Vasilevsky let in what, 6 or 7?
7-0.
So they were using their number 1 power play too. Like when they were trying to run it up. You know what I mean? Like, so the later penalties in the game, they were still using their number 1 power play and trying to run it up. And then people start bitching about Colorado doing the same thing. Well, Colorado or Tampa Bay doing the same thing. Well, Tampa Bay just trying to say fuck you back, right?
Yeah.
So. And all those people that thought Vasilevsky was going to get pulled, Vasilevsky has not been pulled in a playoff game ever. And he's what, 3 years straight now?
Yeah. I was just going to say that. Would you have pulled him?
No. And I want to say that's like 77 or 78 straight playoff games that he has not been pulled in.
I know. Isn't that nuts?
That is nuts.
Isn't it crazy? Some of the shit and like fucking some of the stats that are coming out on these finals. Unreal. Like it seems like every week there's a new stat that comes out that you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah. And I listen to Chicklets. And I've listened to a couple of things. I listened to 32 Thoughts or whatever.
Yeah.
And so those guys were saying, they should have pulled him because, like he could get some rest, and it's only fucking 10 minutes. You're going to give him extra rest. Like, really,
Yeah,
he don't want to come out. And then the Chicklets guys were saying, no, he wanted to be left in there so he can dial in on these shooters,
Yeah.
And see what their corks are, if he can, like a poker player, read them before, the shot gets to him.
Isn't that crazy that he fucking thinks about that?
Yeah. No, but that's how good of a coach he is, right? That he's amazing. Like, he knows his players. He knows. And
Vasilevsky probably said, if you pull me out of this game, I'll sign in the fucking KHL.
Yeah. Going back to Russia.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I was just, okay. Like, everybody, they were, for everybody that says they're running it up, this, that. They're literally playing for the Stanley Cup. So
you stand on the throat.
You give it to them. When they're down, you throw dirt in their fucking eyes. That's what you do. This is for the cup. This is for everything. So I don't fucking blame teams for fucking running it up a little bit. It's all good. It's Cup Finals.
What did you think about that hit, that cross check that Kucherov that put him out of the game?
Oh, the one that kind of his leg bent like a fucking
like a fucking accordion.
It was definitely, I don't know if it would be worth like throwing a guy out of the game before.
No. I'm not saying that. I thought the 2 minutes was good for it, because look at the cross check he gave Manson just before that. Oh, right?
I know.
It was vicious. Like, no penalty, because he's Kucherov.
Yeah. Speaking of cheap shots, Corey fucking Perry getting out with his knee on that guy's ankle. That is all the pressure. That's dirty pool there.
That is so fucking Corey Perry.
That's such a veteran move.
And for you assholes that don't think that Corey Perry tried to knee Tavares in the face, he did.
Now he
did. Now he's such a dirty asshole.
That's so funny. But that was, as soon as he knelt on his leg, I was like, you fucking.
And the camera's right on it. Like, I can't believe that. Like, do you think that should have been cause for a suspension?
No.
So
what
if he would have snapped his ankle?
Then that's different. If the guy's hurt, it's different.
Well, the guy wasn't hurt. Intent there. There's intent there to hurt.
Yeah, but he didn't hurt him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he would have,
he's a dirty fuck.
If he would have hurt him, or the guy would have like been like wrenching in fucking pain right away, then I would have been like, okay, you know what I mean? Then
what's his nickname? What's Perry's nickname?
The Worm.
The Worm.
Yeah. So
holy fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So this series is fuck. I still say it's going 7 games. So
I got
to be interesting. 7. NHL awards. Your boy Austin Matthews had a good night. He won 2 awards. So he won the Hart and he won the Ted Lindsay Award. So good night for Austin Matthews. Mo Sider won the Calder, which we all kind of thought. And second in votes for that award was Trevor Zegras. Bunting got 3rd. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, he got 3rd because of his age.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was because of his skill. It was because of his age.
I will say Bunting had an amazing season. He had a great year. Is it safe to say, and I'm like just saying this because it's Mo Sider and how good he is. So Bunting is how old?
26.
Okay, so Sider's like 21. Okay. Right. Is it safe to say, so this is, to me, this is one of the only things that like separates those two. When I kind of thought about it was, do you think by the time Sider is 26, do you think he wins a Norris?
Ooh, I don't see it not happening.
You know what I mean?
He's a hell of a defenseman.
That's what I mean. So that's the only thing that to me kind of separates those two when it comes to the Calder. They're both very, very skilled guys and everything. Unfortunately, his age does knock it down a bit, but that's how
Calder's the rookie of the year, right?
Calder is the rookie, yes.
Right.
That's what kind of made me think about it. Is I personally think that by the time he's that like 25, 26, I think Sider's going to have a Norris already.
Yeah,
I truly do.
Yeah, it for sure it could happen. But see, the thing is, I honestly don't think Bunting should have been in the running, and I don't care about the stats and all the bullshit, but because he was playing pro hockey in the minors.
Mm-hmm.
it's still pro no matter how you look at it. But
Yeah.
this is the NHL, right? So it's
Yeah.
not the AHL, it's not the ECHL, it's the
Yeah.
NHL for rookie of the year, but whatever. I don't think he should have been in that category.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So Zegras got number 2, and then it was Sider at number 1. Shesterkin won the Vezina. So Markstrom was in second. Saros was in third. First team All Stars, 2 Maple Leafs in it. Guess who they are?
Marner and Matthews.
That is correct. Along with Johnny Hockey, Cale Makar, Roman Yossi, Shesterkin. All rookie team, 2 Red Wings. Can you name them?
All rookie.
All rookie team.
The kid that just won
Mo Sider.
Yeah. And
there was another one who was also in the running for the Calder as well.
Yeah, they were both. Yeah. No, I can't name
Lucas
him.
Raymond.
Lucas Raymond. Yeah.
And they had Swayman and net. Carrier for Nashville. Trevor Zegras, obviously. Michael Bunting as well. And what was the other? Shit, there was another award too that I was just gonna say. I forget which one it was. Shit, if I think about it, I'll bring it up after.
Didn't they do Coach of the Year? Did they do Coach of the Year yet?
I think they did.
Didn't the guy from Florida win that got fired?
I think he did. I think he
How
did.
fucking stupid is that?
It's nuts right now, man.
Wow.
Oh, what did you think about Braden Point? He's been in and out of the lineup too for the finals. Kucherov that got hurt in there in game 3, left game 3 or whatever. He will be in for game 4.
Oh, he will? That's good. I don't think he's coming back. I don't think Point's coming back.
I don't think
not this year. Anyways, I think he's all done.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of one of those big time players, right?
Right, but they're also getting it done without him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe he ends up showing up like Stammer did in game 7.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And put a couple shifts in, score a goal, fucking go sit on the bench the rest of the game. Right?
High off the glass type shit.
So let me ask you this. Do you think Shesterkin is a better goalie than Vasilevsky?
No.
Right. So how does he win the Vezina?
I don't know. Because I think that are these awards, are they all voted on by some are voted on by the NHL, some like by the players,
some
press,
by
the press, NHL.
Certain people like Elliot Friedman gets to vote on whatever. Yeah. But there's no way. If I'm starting a team and I get to pick one goalie out of the NHL, it's not going to be Shesterkin. No. It's going to be Vasilevsky.
He'd be a close second. Well, like he's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, he could be my backup.
Yeah. But, crazy. Hey, so coaching stuff we'll kind of talk about on the back half. Speaking of a coach, we should maybe flip it over to our interview.
Yep.
So we have the new 73's head coach, Jamie McDermott, on with us. We're going to talk about team stuff like that. So everybody enjoy our boy, Jamie McDermott.
Roll it.
No time.
Woo, woo. Woo. Well, folks, we knew this one was coming. I knew as soon as I found out he got the job, I knew you were coming back on right away. So without further ado, let's welcome to the show new 73's head coach, Jamie McDermott. Jamie, congrats first of all.
Thanks, Ed.
So how did it all come about? Because I was talking to Mike on Father's Day, I think, and I thought it was either going to be you or Nines. I thought it was going to be one of you two. I had a feeling that the hiring was going to come within. I just didn't know who it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, Mike and I had talked about it in the past. He asked me, prior if I was interested in being a head coach, and I'd been offered a number of jobs before and throughout the league, and actually in Leamington before I left there after my heart surgeries and stuff. And just with my job, my kids were young. It wasn't something that I was, too interested in doing, because I put my wife through about 15 years of never being home to help with the kids prior to that. So with my job and with hockey, of course. So when Mike approached me this time, it was, I said to him, reach out, see what you can find. I'd still like to stay with the team if another coach comes in and doesn't bring his own staff, but if he does, so be it. Then I don't have to coach. I'm quite okay with that. So he reached out, talked to a few people, and come back to me, and he said, I still think you're our guy. So after discussions with my wife and kids, of course, they were pushing me to do it. And I was still a little unsure that it was something I wanted to do. But after having some conversations with some older gentlemen who have been involved in minor hockey and with the 73s for a lot of years, when I was a kid growing up, they kind of came to me and said, listen, you need to do it. It's your time. You've paid your dues. It's the 50th anniversary of the 73s. You played there, you coached there. The opportunity is there. It's perfect for you. You're a good fit. Everybody knows you throughout the community. You have to do it. You're going to kick yourself in the ass down the road if you don't do it.
Yeah.
So after doing that, and then going back and talking with Mike again, I actually said to Mike, I'm going to come over and have a chat with you. And he had Chatty Walters sitting in his garage when I got there, type thing. And I said to them, I kind of sprung it on him and said, okay, I'm going to do it. And they both looked at me like, what? Like, we haven't even been bugging you for the last week. We've been leaving you alone. And they said, no, I really thought about it in the last little while, had the chat with the two older gentlemen, and basically said, yeah, I'll go ahead, I'll do it. And, I just want to kind of piggyback onto the thing we got started last year with Danny, because Danny laid a good foundation for us to follow on. Danny's going to be missed at the helm, but he's still going to be part of the team. So we're fortunate to have Danny around still. And, I think things are looking good. We hired Lee Jones on as an assistant coach as well. And I'm really looking forward to it. I think we have a great staff. Obviously, we got a great general manager, Mike Paley, and the supporting cast around, from the equipment guys to Riley Jones to everybody that's involved with the team. I think we got a good thing going here, and really looking forward to getting into the 50th anniversary season. They got big things set for August with the Wall of Honor inductions and the alumni weekend. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I think there's a little good buzz going around town with the 73s, and I'm just happy to be part of it.
Man, I was so happy for you when I found out that it was you. And I never really thought about it like that. Like, it's like the perfect storm for you. Like, everything kind of lined right up. Like, your kids are a little older and stuff, they're a little more understanding. And wow, it's kind of crazy how all that works, eh?
It is. Like, who'd have thought, when I was a young kid growing up, first of all, that I was going to play for the 73s. And second of all, going to coach as an assistant coach, win, 3 Schmaltz Cups, and then become the head coach on the 50th anniversary edition of the team on my 50th birthday. Was in April. So
see, couldn't write it any better. Couldn't write it any better, man. When do you guys start training, like camp and stuff like that? Like, are you guys already in camps, or have you started anything with the team yet?
Yeah, we've had a mini camp back in May. As many teams have. We went around to different rinks and watched the mini camp for Leamington, and I know Pales and Riley have been out to a few different ones with some other local teams, and so it's pretty much the same players that are out to all the camps. The kids are giving themselves a chance to play in the league, so they got to get as many looks as they can, which we tell kids, get out to as many camps as you can, because if you really want to play junior, then you have to give yourselves as many opportunities as you can, because there's a lot of teams that don't have a whole lot of holes to fill. Us being one of them. So those camps have gone on. Our main camp is, I don't have the exact dates with me, but it's sometime in the, I believe, third week of August, or late in August anyways, when we start our main camp. So that's when we're going to get rolling.
I can't wait to get things going here. Is there kind of anybody last year who kind of, like, obviously guys on the squad, but is there anybody that kind of really jumped out to you that had an awesome year that you kind of, not saying that you didn't think they could, but it just kind of threw you off guard, like, holy shit, like this is.
Well, some of the young kids coming in from playing midget hockey into junior, it's a big jump. And a lot of people don't realize the difference in, obviously, the size and the speed. I mean, you got 17-year-old kids coming in playing against 21-year-olds who are, some of them, close to 22 years old. Yeah. So that's a pretty big difference in age. I mean, that goes from being a young man to almost a grown man type thing, right? So a lot of the young kids, and we had a lot of rookies last year. Mike can tell you better, but I think we had around 13 or 14 rookies. So, I mean, guys like Luke Shirk and Kyle Blow and Adam Dunn, I mean, the list goes on. Carter Dubinsky, all those kids really, to me, they were not out of place at all. They did not look like rookies. By the end of the year, those kids look like veterans that have played in the league for a number of years. So
yeah, they did.
We're really, really excited about the rookie class from last year that we got coming back, because like I say, they were real good players for us down the stretch last year as rookies. And I mean, things are only going to get better next year.
Mm-hmm. I know. I can't wait to watch. Hey, how do you want to see these boys play? Like, how do you want your team to be? Like, do you want it to be a rough and tough style? I know you're more of a defensive minded coach, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure. Everybody says the game's changed. And in certain aspects it has. It's still one puck. It's still 5 players and a goaltender.
Yeah.
You're still on a sheet of ice. So the analogy that people use, the game's changed, I get it, but it's how you play the game.
Yeah.
To me, we're going to be a hard-nosed team. We're going to stick our nose in. We're not going to go looking for, stupid shit. We're going to play hard. We're going to play smart. Last year, we run into a lot of penalty trouble, and that's kind of what hurt us, in the playoffs and, well, even in the regular season. I think we were close to the top of the whole province in penalty minutes. That's going to change this year. We're going to play smart and we're going to play hard, and we're going to be in your face. I don't care who scores any goals on any given night. I don't care if we have a guy in the top 25 in scoring. I really don't. At the end of the day, it's the 2 points that count, and at the end of the year, it's holding that trophy. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're going to do. And that's the message we're going to preach. And, guys are going to buy in, or guys are going to get replaced. It's plain and simple. And I mean, I think we have a real good core. And I think the guys that were there last year that are coming back this year are, they've already started to turn the page a little bit towards the end of the year. And I think things are going to be good. We're going to work hard, like I say, and we're going to be an in-your-face team. And that's kind of the way we're going to look at it.
I was going to say, I think you guys were like 3rd or 4th in like the entire
province
in PIMS. Yeah.
I was I think we run into, we had, unfortunately, and that again comes with, the downside of having so many rookies too. They get in because, some of these kids that played, minor hockey the year prior were potentially the best player on their team. Now they get to this league and all of a sudden they can't do the things they used to do. It gets frustrating. Mm-hmm. Now guys are taking liberties at him because, well, Shirky, the way he plays, I mean, he plays in your face and he plays on the edge, right? And now all of a sudden, you get a 21-year-old that starts doing things to you that you don't normally get done to you when you play midget hockey, mm-hmm. and you get frustrated. Mm-hmm. Now your frustration leads to talking to the referees in a way that you probably shouldn't be. Now that turns into attempted misconduct. So a lot of the penalties that we did have last year were because it's things like that. And I mean, having a year under their belt and, a little different outlook on how we're going to do things, I think is going to help.
Mm-hmm. How many guys are you going to have coming back roughly? Do you know, like that of just off the top of your head? Doesn't have to be an exact number.
I think we're going to have about 4 or 5 spots to fill, to be honest with you.
In a way, that's kind of not a bad amount for like, you got a lot of like having so many young guys, like you guys are set for like 3-4 years coming now, probably.
Yeah, no, for sure. We don't, again, this year we have, I think we'll probably have 4 overagers again. So, I mean, our turnover rate in the next couple of years is going to be very minimal.
Mhm.
So, and then that's a credit to our general manager, Mike. I mean, he's done a tremendous job shaping this team. And, I can't see him changing anything and continuing to do things the way he's done them in the past. And, just gets the team together. Then it's up to us to form them on the ice and make sure we're teaching them the right things and getting them playing the right way. And, that ultimately should lead to some success, I hope.
Are you guys I don't want to say that you guys are like trying to fight or anything like that, but are you guys going to be adding like any grit or like size? Are you guys looking to do any of that for your team to kind of help out those guys that, guys like, Shirky and them that like you would just freaking like said there that he plays on the edge. So just a guy that can kind of allow Shirky to do his thing, shall I say?
Yeah. And I mean, we again, and a credit to Mike, we brought in Jake Fields, who, is arguably one of the toughest guys in the province.
Yeah.
And, we got Matteo Tryfon on the back end, who's 6'19" or whatever the hell he is. The kid's huge. And he's another one. So, to be honest with you, when we played Petrolia and Moortown, if we didn't have those 2 guys, I think those series could have went a different way.
Yeah.
Saying we would have lost, but I'm just saying it could have been different series. I mean, those 2 guys, they put the fear of God in some of those kids on the other team. I know there was a few times in Petrolia, the first game we brought Matteo Tryfon in, we started him in Petrolia, and all 4 coaches on their bench looked and were like, who in the hell is this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Because the game we played them prior, they took some liberties at some of our smaller guys. I mean, they took their one tough guy, went after Bugsy, and Bugsy didn't want to fight, and the guy absolutely, manhandled him.
Yeah.
So the next game we bring in Trife, we start him on the point, and the look on those 4 coaches' faces, I wish I could have taken a picture of it. It was
hey, don't fuck around.
Who in the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
And you know what? That game was quiet. They didn't want no part of us that game.
Mm-hmm.
So credit to Mike bringing these guys in like that. I mean, I think we're set from that standpoint, and we don't have any kids that, all of our kids stick their nose in, like Halsey and
Halsey,
even Shirky for his size. I mean, Halsey had a good tilt last year where he had a guy chasing him around, and the guy, Halsey didn't want anything to do with him. And then finally the guy took a cheap shot at him, and then Halsey filled him in.
Yeah,
and
happens.
So we don't have, we're not one of those teams that I don't think needs to go grab a bunch of goons to get where we want to be. I think, and the good part about it is our tough guys can play.
That's what I was just gonna say. I'm like, you couldn't tell watching the game who fights.
Yeah, like you have some teams that, like a guy, look at Milan Lucic. What's he doing in the NHL?
Yeah,
he can fight. He's absolutely terrible.
Running goalies.
But you look at a guy like on our team, like Jake Fields, he's potentially one of the top D in the league, and he's tough. And Trife can play. When he plays a simple game, Trife can play, and he's tough. So, and Halsey, same thing. Like, so I don't think we need to go find any goons, so to speak. Our whole team plays tough and in your nose. And then if the bell needs to be answered, I don't think we have anybody on our team that's going to back down.
That's perfect. Is there anything from last year going into this year that you'd like to see like changed?
Yeah, our discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna change. I can almost guarantee you that's gonna change. We're not gonna put up with the 10-minute misconducts. We're gonna be respectful to the officials. We're gonna be respectful to the other team. We're gonna play hard, and we're gonna play to win.
Mm-hmm. Hey, when's opening night? Do you know off the top of your head?
You're gonna have to talk to our GM about that. It's usually it's about the second or third Tuesday, I believe, in September.
I was gonna say, because I was just with him too. Like I never fucking thought about asking him that.
Yeah, it's usually the second or third Tuesday in September.
Oh, okay. Hey, you been out on the golf course? I'm sure you've been out golfing, eh?
I've got about 35 or 40 rounds in so far.
All right.
I plan on getting to 100 before I put my skates on.
Holy shit, dude. I have like 7 or 8. I thought I was doing good. Holy crow. Where do you go? Do you go all over? Do you just go to the one course?
We play at Bellevue. We got, we play Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. A fairly big group of us. We have just a little skin game and closest to the pins and stuff like that. And then, with my job, it allows me to play in some customer tournaments and stuff like that. So I get out doing that. And then, if I'm lucky enough, I get the invite out to Kingsville from Pales or Pee Wee. That hasn't come yet, but I'm sure it will. Usually a couple times a year, I get out and hack it around with those guys out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when I just actually got back from a trip with some buddies, we went to Lansing, Michigan for 3 days and played 27 holes a day out there. So
Horrible time.
yeah, it was. Fortunately, this year on our trip, we had good weather. Last year was a little chilly and a little rainy. We were up northern Toronto, so this year was a little nicer.
Hey, Rob just sent me a text. So you can only imagine if it's coming from Rob that he knows that I'm sitting on here with you right now. Rob says, hey, ask him if he's going to hire his dad so he can get him back and cut him off the team. That's what Rob just.
I'll have to get Pales to hire him and then I can fire him.
So yeah, that's coming.
No, actually, I did. My dad, after I decided that I was going to take the job, he, of course, said to me, if there's anything you need to help, just give me a call. I'll help you out if you want me to watch anything from the stands. Or I said, yeah, no, for sure. And I said, it's good that we got a couple of them because Pale's dad does the same thing for us. Sammy's always giving Pale's some tips what we should do and what we shouldn't do. And not that it's never the obvious of what everybody else sees, but no, they're two good old birds that have been around the game a lot longer than us. So we probably should take what they have to say and, use it here or there.
Hey, what are you working on at your house?
Oh, my wife decided it was a good time to redo the whole top floor flooring. So I got 1,100 square feet of tearing up to do before the guys come on the weekend to lay everything down. So my son's having a baby in November. So,
boy,
we have to
congrats.
redo the whole house so we can put a crib in the spare room. Yeah.
Man, oh man. Hey, just so you know, if you need any ceiling fans, I know a guy that can throw you up for you. Okay.
No, I've already got one on my list of do not use.
That's funny. But all right, man. I just want to say thank you. Good luck. I know you're got a busy day ahead of you. So I know we kind of jumped on here last minute. But I just want to say once again, man, thank you. Good luck. And we will definitely see you around this summer.
Oh, thanks, Ant. I appreciate it. And always happy for what you guys do for our hockey team and our players and the town in general. So anytime you guys want to chat with any of our guys or whatever, feel free. We'll get them on the show.
We're definitely going to do that. All right. Thanks, buddy.
Okay. Thanks, Ant.
And there he was, folks. Jamie McDermott, new Essex 73's head coach. Always good to talk to him.
Well, he obviously got a little bit smarter since the last time he was on.
I like this move.
I do too. It's a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfectionist. That's what I like about it.
Yeah. Yeah. He takes it to heart.
Yeah.
That's one thing he's going to have to worry about too.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
I'm not trying to make fun of that, but
no.
You know what I mean? Like
that's
a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
I think he can
energy spent.
I think he can handle it
on these meatballs, right?
I think he's good to go. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
Good luck, Jamie.
Yeah. Good luck, Jamie.
We'll be watching, bro. So like I said before we went to the interview, speaking of coaches, there's been a couple new signings. DeBoer went to Dallas. Isn't that pretty crazy?
Yeah.
Peter DeBoer went to Dallas. There's been a couple crazy signings. So Tortorella it's now official. He's the 23rd coach in Philadelphia Flyers franchise history.
They're
What
going
do
to be the
you?
Broad Street Bullies again.
Oh
You
yeah,
watch.
he's
I
gonna.
guarantee it.
Yeah, yeah. They're
I
gonna
put
be big.
I put the house on it. They're going to be one of the toughest teams to play in
Yeah.
that area.
I know it's gonna be nuts. Barry Trott's still not signed. The longer this takes, makes me think he's going to Detroit.
Yeah. Got to stop. What, Glenn? Sorry.
Yeah, so the longer this Trotz thing goes on, it makes me think that he's coming to Detroit. I don't know why.
I think he's going home. I think he's going to go to Winnipeg.
Think so? They're saying
I
too
do.
that
I do.
Oh yeah, Paul Maurice, they believe is going to Florida.
Yeah, that's I saw some reports on
that's like hot.
TSN
and that's like hot out of the press right now.
Yeah.
What do you?
I shared it on my Facebook.
Think of that move?
I like it. Paul Maurice is a great coach.
Yeah, he is.
But like just like Danny Anger, he said Paul Maurice left because they weren't listening to him anymore. And Danny Anger said the same thing. Like they're not really hearing me. So I'm going to step down, which is good on him. Do what's best for the team, because like if they're not playing hard enough for you that you think that they can play, then you obviously need somebody different.
Yeah.
And I like Paul Maurice. Like I wish he would have stayed in Toronto. Like I liked him, like.
I'm just curious to see who Yzerman's going to hire.
I don't know. Like, but you got to do it soon. But the draft is in like 2 weeks.
But a lot of them are saying too that they think that it could be one of those assistants with the Lightning.
Well, they got to wait till it's done. That's probably what he's waiting for then, right?
So supposedly he's supposed to be one of the ones that was in the running for it too. So, but obviously with him being in the Stanley Cup Finals, he can't really talk to teams right now for coaching jobs. So I don't know. We'll see. Another big rumor throughout the summer so far is they're talking that Marc-Andre Fleury could be a good signing for the Leafs. So they're talking possibly 2-year deal, 4.7 per. Do you think maybe this is why talks have slowed down with Campbell, knowing that Flower can come cheaper and give you a couple years to kind of figure it out? Maybe bring in a guy that Flower could work with, be a 1A, 1B type deal. Like, what do you think?
I don't know. Why can't he take less money? You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be like, you're going to spend that money on a goalie, which they 100% need. And I think he still has it. Yeah, I do. Is he better than Campbell? Yes, I think he is.
I think he'd be good for a 2-year deal.
Yeah. And they're trying to make that run right now. Right. So, but this is where you need your big 4 or 5 to step up and say, fuck, take $1 million off of everybody.
Yeah.
Like how many times did Sid renegotiate a contract? Now Malkin's renegotiating a contract to keep fucking Letang.
Yeah.
So like, you got to use your head, and especially your captain. You're John Tavares. You've made your money. You made your money. You played 19 years in the NHL. You could take a $4 million pay cut and be okay.
Yeah. And be just fine.
Yeah. Like Austin Matthews, how much did fucking EA Games pay him to be on the
EA
cover
Sports?
Twice?
Yeah.
Right?
Did he get it 2 years in a row too?
I'm not sure if it was 2 years.
No, I think it was 1 year. Then there was somebody else.
It was a rookie. I think it was his rookie year he got. Yeah. And then somebody else.
I think he was on 20 and 22.
Yeah. But he don't need the money either. He's going to have millions and millions and bazillions of dollars.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Or you got to look to trade, I don't know, Marner.
Somebody.
Or Nylander.
Somebody.
For the money Nylander's making, it's more reasonable than Mitch Marner, but he's not putting up the points that Marner's putting up. So
I've been seeing they're like Red Wings rumors about Bert going over to the Leafs
Bertuzzi?
because they're talking about the Leafs wanted to get a little more grit with a little skill, which
I don't mean Simmons is out.
but he would be I'd take him over Simmons in the lineup any
for
day.
sure. But
Any day.
Simmons is making 750 or $1 million, say.
No, I know.
What's Bert making?
Like, I don't know. Wasn't it like 2.5, 2.4 or something?
Yeah,
like
I remember he went to arbitration just a little bit ago. We talked
it was
about
like
it on the show.
it was between 2 and 3 million.
Yeah, it was right around 3.
So that's what I mean. But if Yzerman could, you know what I mean? But who would you send back? Willie?
Oh, I don't know. Yzerman's probably got his hands in the cookie jar in the minors that he's looking at somebody that the Leafs can't even fucking see.
No, but I mean, or do you send like Willie the other way unload a big deal?
Maybe
if it's Yzerman and picks, and then you send, or if it's not Yzerman, but
Bertuzzi
Yzerman sends Bert and picks, and then maybe for like Willie type deal.
But they're in the same division. You really don't want to do that.
How bad do you want to unload?
You really
some
don't
money?
want to trade in your own division. So
how bad do you want some?
You got to do something.
How bad do you want some grit?
Right.
Some skill.
Right. Yeah.
Plus, you're still going to get draft picks. Why not?
Well, if that's the way they went, right?
If you want to unload one of those big deals, I would think that would be one of the best ways if you're going to be trading with the Red Wings. And in fact, it is Bert, right? But
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't want to get rid of Marner.
I don't.
You're dumb if you get rid of Marner, but
I don't think
Nylander, when you turn the switch is on or the switch is off, like that's the way he plays.
Mm-hmm.
He can get mad and go and score 3 goals. You know, look when all the big guys weren't in the game, the last game of the season, he had 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Just like that, and there was no Matthews, there was no Marner, there was no Tavares. Like it was just basically him.
I know he was sniping.
Yeah.
Before we end it here, Team Canada, they're freezing the budget because all that sexual allegation shit going on there with them. So they won't get any funds until they sign up with a new federal agency. So what that's going to do is that gives the agency the right to investigate pretty well any sort of sexual abuse complaints or sanctions or inappropriate behavior, stuff like that. So until they sign up to be with one of those agencies or whatever, one of those federal agencies, they're not getting any more funds.
Good.
So
they need to figure these freaking kids out. Like, something bad did happen there. Like, obviously, right? Because they paid that girl $5.5 million or 5.3 million, something like that. The investigation stopped and they didn't go through insurance for it.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
That being said, because there was underage drinking, there was like all the sexual assault, and it was in their tournament, right? It was a Canadian tournament.
I think so. Yeah.
That they could have gotten sued by a lot of people.
Not good.
No, it's another dark mark on hockey.
Yeah,
like what is going on? Like, fuck.
Figure it
shit out, guys.
I agree. Fuck, guys. Yeah, because I know we got like World Juniors and stuff coming up in August.
Yeah, and then the one at Christmas.
Yeah. So lots of Team Canada hockey coming up. So we'll see. Hopefully they figure it all out, but we'll see. Do you have anything else that you want to talk about, or are we going beauty of the week?
No, we'll go beauty of the week.
Do you want to go first or me?
You go first.
I'm going Jamie McDermott. New 73's head coach. You got to give it to him. And I know he's been. So I was talking to Mike about that on Father's Day. And so I was talking about it, and he said at first, I don't think Jamie, or I don't know if he didn't want it or wasn't sure, but he just said, and then it ended up Jamie came back a few days later. It was like, hey, is that job still available? So it's pretty cool. So that's who I'm going with. You?
I'm going with Austin Matthews.
Dude, his hairline gets
2
further
awards.
back every time.
Oh
I see
yeah, there was a meme on there that they said the players are trolling him on Twitter, telling him he looked like Ron Jeremy at the awards.
Yeah, yeah, because his
Because
mustache
his hair's all
there.
flat back, and he's got that 5 head showing, and he's got his shirt buttoned
mustache.
down to here. Yeah, it was pretty funny though.
He's
But
got-
you got to give credit where credit's due, and he was voted on by his peers for the most valuable player. So
Did you see the chirp the host gave him at the end? Like, hey, congrats, Austin Matthews. It's about time the Leafs finally won something in June. I was like, oh, I was just like, oh my, like who says that to a guy just after he wins an NHL?
the Coyotes said that.
No, the host of the fucking.
Oh, I thought you
NHL
said the
Awards.
Yotes. I thought
No,
you said
the
Yotes.
host.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said. Hey, like way to go or whatever. And this is probably the first time the Leafs have won something in June in a long time. So just giving it to the Leafs, but I don't know. I think it's
We're
kinda
used
fun.
to it.
Nah,
We're used to it.
Next year, right?
Yeah. It's always next year.
Go Leafs. But, you're fucked. All right. Until next week, Aunt Rob, we're signing off. We're out of here. See ya.
Peace.
I've lost my fight with time. My numbers up and up the line. I gaze at this darkness, so empty. Just looking for the light. Shout for help, but no one's there. Need a guiding hand, someone who cares. All alone in the darkness, I've realized for the first time I am scared. If I could do it all again, if I had one more chance, my friend, I would